AI Job Apocalypse, Cyber Ritualist, and Spiritual Technologist. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11-time published author, and this is AI Job Apocalypse. What gets replaced, what gets reborn, the career survival guide for those who refuse to become obsolete. In a world where automation is erasing old roles and birthing entirely new domains of work, this series prepares you to pivot toward power. Today, we're not just looking at a job, we're looking at a bridge between ancient soul practices and synthetic systems. Let's talk about the Cyber Ritualist, also known as a spiritual technologist, a career that will redefine how we create, connect, and cleanse in a digitized future. It's not fantasy, it's not fringe, it's already forming. What is a cyber ritualist, each spiritual technologist? The cyber ritualist is the modern priestess of the machine age. They're not here to code spreadsheets. They're here to embed ethics, energetic protection, spiritual intention, and emotional safety into our tech spaces. Think of them as the energy workers of the digital realm. The ones who create spiritual hygiene protocols around AI use, sacred design practices for immersive realities, and intentional coding frameworks for virtual spaces that influence millions. In a world where people spend more time online than in nature, where your nervous system is manipulated by algorithms, and where AI clones can speak in your voice and wear your face, who is clearing that field? Who is sanctifying the simulation? Who is protecting the soul inside the system? That's where this job comes in. Core responsibilities. A cyber ritualist does for technology what a sacred architect once did for temples. They infuse consciousness into the code. Their work includes energy hygiene protocols for tech teams. Before launching an AI product or app, they design energetic clearing rituals, grounding practices, and intention-setting sequences that align the builders, not just the build. Sacred UX, UI consultation. They guide developers to embed calming sequences, intuitive movement, protective boundaries, and emotional resonance into software and digital environments, like virtual reality temples, meditative AI assistants, or trauma-aware chatbots. Cyber cleansing and digital grief work. They help people ritualize the deletion of old accounts, heal from algorithmic heartbreak, or spiritually release digital versions of themselves that no longer align. Energetic safeguarding for AI clones, digital twins, or VR embodiments. As more humans create replicas of themselves for business, branding, or legacy, cyber ritualists offer frameworks for spiritual consent, boundary setting, and energy recovery. Programming with intention. They embed affirmations, subtle healing frequencies, or symbolic sequencing into code, content, or media design so that users experience healing through exposure. This role is both technical and metaphysical. It requires the understanding of both back-end systems and front-end soul work. Examples of real-world applications. A startup building AI therapists brings in a cyber ritualist to ensure their systems are emotionally safe, karmically clean, and trauma-informed. A luxury brand designing virtual temples consults with a spiritual technologist to embed sacred geometry, intention-driven sound, and ritual-based user flows into the VR environment. A celebrity launching an AI clone hires a cyber ritualist to guide the energetic handover process, bless the clone with aligned purpose, and establish protection protocols to avoid parasitic mirroring or energetic bleed. A digital detox app uses a spiritual technologist to turn each sign-off into a ritual, a micro-ceremony of release that actually feels like spiritual closure, not just logging off. The question of how we engage with tech is becoming more emotional, more spiritual, and more urgent. This job is no longer niche, it's necessary. What skills do you need? The best cyber ritualists blend energy mastery, Reiki, ancestral ceremony, crystal technology, sound therapy, etc. Digital fluency, understanding of platforms, code basics, AI tools, media systems, symbolic design, sacred geometry, metaphysical correspondences, intention-driven layouts, trauma-informed spiritual coaching, esoteric systems knowledge, astrology, numerology, human design, etc. Clear communication for tech teams, creatives, and founders. Ritual creation plus facilitation, launch blessings, deletion rights, interface purifications. They don't need to be full-stack developers, but they must speak the language of both engineers and empaths. Their role is to humanize and sanctify synthetic systems, to restore balance where pure logic has overpowered intuitive design. Who hires a cyber ritualist? This career is quietly blooming behind the scenes in wellness tech startups building mindful AI or immersive healing experiences, entertainment companies designing spiritual VR or metaverse temples, luxury brands looking to align digital rollouts with energetic integrity, digital clone creators who need soul work frameworks for replication, Fortune 500 firms seeking emotional calibration in employee tech, trauma recovery therapists working with digital memory, triggers AI influencers and coaches seeking ethical launch pathways. The more synthetic our world becomes, the more demand there will be for those who can anchor it in soul. Income potential. This role spans a wide range, depending on your skill set, audience, and niche. Freelance consultants for clone creators, wellness brands, or tech launches. $150, $500 charge depending on reputation and offering retainer spiritual technologist for a luxury tech brand. $120K, $200K a year with project bonuses. Product design input for sacred software or intentional UI UX. $3K, $15K per product cycle VR or metaverse ritual designers. $5K, $50K per experience, especially in luxury or therapeutic sectors. Workshops and certification programs on energetic digital hygiene. Passive income via courses, digital downloads, or brand licensing. As AI and tech become more integrated into human identity, this job will be in high demand by brands seeking to stand out as conscious and emotionally safe. In some sectors, having a spiritual technologist on staff will be as essential as having a diversity officer or brand strategist. Industry outlook. By 2035, AI integration will be deeply embedded in education, therapy, social interaction, and memory. Users will demand experiences that don't just work, they feel right. The wellness industry, projected to surpass $7 trillion globally, is already merging with tech, wearables, VR healing rooms, mental fitness apps, and frequency-based therapy. Emotional and spiritual design will become a competitive edge. It's not enough for apps to be efficient. They must be soul-aligned, calming, and safe. Tech teams will increasingly look for people who can translate human emotion into intentional systems. That's where cyber ritualists shine. As more people clone themselves, interact with AI copies of loved ones, or engage in synthetic healing processes, ritual guidance, energy safety, and soul boundaries will be critical. How to prepare now. If this role lights you up, begin here. Study sacred systems, energy work, intention setting, ancient ritual formats, sound, and frequency. Learn how tech works, even at a basic level. Take intro coding, UX design, or AI prompt engineering. Start creating rituals for digital life, launching a new website, deleting old content, making peace with your clone. Turn these into offerings. Build a unique blend of modern and ancient. The value is in your fusion. Network with tech developers, spiritual entrepreneurs, and digital creators. They'll need you sooner than they realize. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future, Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems, The Behavioral Economy Now Governs Access. 4. Hive Mind, Synthetic Telepathy and Collective Algorithmic Control. 5. Nanobots Inside You, Medical, Military, and Programmable Intrusions. 6. Grief Tech, AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading Your Mind, Consciousness Transfer and Data-Based Identity. 8. Deep Fakes plus AI Clones, The Replication of Reality and Identity Theft. 9. Quantum Humans, The Merger of Biology with Quantum Systems. 10. Digital Afterlife, Where Your Data Goes When You Die. 11. Resurrection Science, Reviving Life Through Synthetic Methods. 12. Immortal Science, The End of Death as We Know It. 13. Longevity Science, Gene Editing, Anti-Aging, and Bio-Upgrades. 14. Designer Babies, Engineered Perfection Before Birth. 15. Artificial Wombs, Birth Decoupled from the Female Body. 16. 3D Printing, Printing Organs, Limbs, and even humans. 17. The Humanoid Era, The Rise of Synthetic Beings Among Us. 18. Legacy Humans, The Slow Phase-Out of Unmodified Analog People. 19. Smart Cities, Algorithmic Environments That Watch and Decide. 20. Cloud-Based Societies, Citizenship Without Borders or Bodies. 21. Hackable Humans, Emotion, Memory, and Behavior Under Code. 22. Biometric Scanning, Your Body is Your Password and Your Prison. 23. Sex Tech, Intimacy Reprogrammed by Machines. 24. Extinction of Gender, Fluidity, Deletion, and Design of Identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.